But when you compare and contrast for academic purposes, it's really different. And so students sometimes if you just do this, it's a C paper for academia. Because okay, you can organize a thought and you can put it down on paper, but it's not furthering understanding, right? So when you compare and contrast for academia, it's when I put A next to B,
What does the F paper look like?
there's no such thing as an F paper.
There's such thing as no paper.
There's a such thing as no paper, and there's such thing as not passing yet, right?
Okay.
So there are papers that are just not passing yet because somebody hasn't developed it to the point of passing. But there's no such thing as an F paper, right? It's just a paper
F
that
plus.
needs more work.
You're passing, but you need to work more.
That's a C.
That's a C?
C is you're passing, but you need to work more, right? And so, and then below a C is you're not quite passing yet, you got to work more. But I don't think there's such thing as I mean, it's not like math, right? It's
You
not
should
like
have a
just
class
know
where
the
you just go
solution
in
or
there
not.
and just take naps.
It's meditation. All right, so for academia, when you're comparing A and B, it's not to make a decision. It's because you want to see what you can learn by looking at them next to each other. And so when you look at Arnold Jr. and you look at your life, you're like, wow, here's how they're similar. And here's what I think is different, but wow, it's really not different. It is kind of similar. And so when you're comparing them, you come up with like, oh, wow, you know what? I never thought about it, but really the Catholic Church was trying to do the same thing in my culture. And I'd never thought about that before. And the only difference is that they didn't kill us off, right? Or maybe they did and you just haven't thought about it, right? And so, you know, if we look at what happened to countries in Africa, right? It was really destructive colonialism, right? So, I mean, it's complicated, right? So then you could actually if you end with an idea of like, well, it looks like it's a simple comparison, but really it's complicated, that's good, right? So an answer of, it's complicated is okay, right? So you don't have to have just like, okay, which one do we decide or what's what? You can't necessarily decide. You're looking at them together so you can figure out what might be kind of similar or not.